again, back for another KSP video, and today I'm going to be testing some Starship prototypes. Now, I built this Starship myself, and I don't have any of the DLCs for KSP, so it does not have movable flaps, and I have Waterfall installed, which gives me that nice plume effects, and here I am just launching the first test, and it looks good so far. And yeah, so here it goes, and I'm gonna try and land this one, but I don't think it'll work. But I mean, you never know, might surprise myself. Just have to wait and see. So we're just going through this engine burn here, and we're about to turn off the engines. Not about to. Still got a ways to go, but you can see the plumes expanding because of the lower pressure in the atmosphere. That's due to that waterfall effects, and that's what makes that waterfall mod so nice. And I'll put a link to that in the description. And there we go. We have engine cut off, and we're about to start the belly flop. Now, this craft does not have the best control of any other craft that I've built. It doesn't fly very well, it doesn't do the belly flop very well, but the launch and landing controls are relatively okay. But I'm going to fall, I'm going to time warp here. Here we go, we're going. You can see it doesn't stay very well. It's because I don't have those movable flaps. I've just got RCS sort of inside that fairing piece there. Built some fuel tanks encased it all in the fairing to get this stainless steel texture. And I've just got RCS. My only method of control is engine gimbal and RCS, basically. So here we go. We're passing 7.5 kilometers. And we're down at 6.5 kilometers now, and we'll light the engines. Oof. Oh, that's what's called an SN11 right there. Blew it right up. Now there's debris just raining down on the Kerbal Space Center. Well, I guess we'll try it again. Dang, we were so close. I think what happened was this craft, when I am about to take off and I push the Z key, I blow up, which leads to my theory that whenever I push Z and I go immediately to full throttle, too much force on that structure and it just blows it all up. And what I did on that last landing attempt, is I pushed the Z key, and that's why it blew up. So I won't make the same mistake again on this flight. I will slowly throttle up our landing burn, just as I did for the ascent burn, which is taking place now. Speed it up for the pleasure of the viewers. You don't have to watch the slow, boring ascent, although this vehicle does ascend a lot faster than the real SpaceX Starship, because I have the engines up at full throttle, and it's a much lighter vehicle, and obviously Kerbin's gravity is lighter. So here we are doing the belly flop. And I can see that we're not actually doing a 10 or 12.5 kilometer test flight. We actually, it looks like our apogee was 16.2 kilometers. So there you go, SpaceX. Do better than us. We made 16 kilometers, you only did 10, 12.5. So it just goes to show that I am better than SpaceX, and I 100% know what I'm doing when it comes to designing and building a rocket, and they should hire me because I'm Awesome. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing. So here we are descending, and we're just about passing 3 kilometers. And hopefully we stick it this time, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Throttling up there. And there's 1 kilometer. $800 meters. And here I canceled out my velocity too soon, which means I started going up again, which is never good when you're trying to land a rocket, because SpaceX Starship and the Falcon 9 don't have the fuel margins to accommodate for that. So if you start up the landing burn too early, or you mess up your throttle control, you're going to go back up again, and then you've got a problem because you don't have enough fuel to come back down and touchdown. You might if you were conservative with your fuel, or you had more fuel to begin with, but most likely you would not. So here we are, just making the final descent, just about down to touchdown here. Oh, too hard. Oh. No, we were so close. Oh, we were so close. That's an SN8 if I've ever seen one. Just copied what SN8 did. So we'll try that again. Launch a new craft, see if we can stick the landing. Simple as that. So here we are, about to light up these engines again. There we go. And we have liftoff. Time warp up. Time warp up to our apogee, which should roughly be 16 kilometers. I kind of just eyeballed these flights. I didn't really use much. I don't really use the nav ball very much in general. I kind of eyeball things when I'm trying to get onto my, velocity vector and stuff like that. I use the nav ball. But here we are, just coasting up to apogee here. Apogee looks like we've got 29.5 kilometers. So beat that, SpaceX. We did 29.5 kilometer test flight. You only did 10 and 12.5 test flights. So here we are, just time warping down to our final landing burn, which is going to occur shortly. Now originally I had some problems with keeping this craft under control during this portion of the flight. It would pitch down and have it pointing nose down directly towards the ground. Oh, there we go. There's our landing burn. Oop. Okay, get it back under control. But I seem to have gotten the vehicle under more control now. Surprisingly, I have a lot of control, considering I only have RCS and engine gimbal, but it wouldn't be as good it would be better if I had movable flaps, which you could get in the DLC. But here we are. I'm going to stop talking now and just watch this landing. Coming down a little bit fast. Throttle up. Start ascending again. Never good. Here we are. Coming down. Here we go. Touchdown. Gonna stay standing. There we go. There's SN15. successful landing of a Starship from 29.5 kilometers. Get some shots for the thumbnail. Well, I hope you liked listening to me ramble on and on during this video, and go subscribe and watch another video. Bye.